So, by way of an introduction, the Money Laundering Regulations 2017 came into force on the 26th of June 2017. We've had some changes since then. They've been updated a few times, but the main change was made with the fifth Money Laundering Directive, which came into force on the 10th of January 2020. At the time, even though the changes that were made by 5MLD were quite small, really, they looked quite small. It didn't warrant a full rewrite of the money laundering regulations. The CCAB and the other regulators out there all decided to have a look at their guidance and review it and try to pull it in line with 5MLD. So the CCAB worked on this update for a few months, a good few months. Every chapter was reviewed in detail. And the guidance was brought up to speed, not just because the regulations changed, but because they wanted to make some improvements and to better that guidance. There is no need for the property to be in the UK or to be put out through the UK. There is no materiality, and neither is there a de minimis exception. CCAB 2.2.3 says that criminal property is any property that results from conduct in the UK that is criminal in the UK, conduct overseas that would have been criminal had it taken place in the UK, and the UK takes an all crimes approach, and in there it includes things like tax evasion and administrative offences as well. When you put that firm-wide risk assessment together, every part of the business needs to be looked at. Okay, so you can't just think, right, I'm going to look at this little bit and I'll kind of think that's high risk, that type of work's high risk, that type of work's low risk, so we must be medium risk. It's about going through each part and each type of product or service that you give to your clients and really looking at where the risk should be. Every business-wide risk assessment must look at the national risk assessment and sectoral risk assessment, as we mentioned, and this should not be a tick box exercise. This is definitely not something that you can copy from anybody else, or, there are templates out there, which is fine, but you have to make those templates very specific to your business.